When did your unit's mission-first mentality leave families completely abandoned? Hurricane warning hit Fort Hood on a Thursday afternoon. Category 4 storm heading straight for central Texas. Every news channel screaming evacuate now. Our battalion commander called emergency formation. Major Kenneth Vance stood there with his clipboard looking stressed. Gentlemen, we've got a situation. Base is evacuating all non-essential personnel. Families need to leave within 6 hours. My buddy Dalton raised his hand. What about us, sir? Essential personnel stays. We're responsible for securing equipment and maintaining base operations. Essential personnel meant everyone. Every single soldier in our unit had to stay while their families evacuated alone. Private Wyatt Coleman looked panicked. His wife was 8 months pregnant. Sir, my wife can't drive that far alone in her condition. Figure it out, Coleman. Mission comes first. Specialist Curtis Brennan had 3 kids under 5. His wife didn't have family anywhere nearby. Sir, where are they supposed to go? Not my problem. They need to be off base by 1800 hours. We got dismissed. 6 hours to evacuate our families to somewhere safe while we stayed behind to guard empty buildings. I called my wife instantly. Pack everything, take the dog, head to your sister's place in Oklahoma. She started crying. I don't want to drive 8 hours alone in a hurricane. I know, I'm sorry. I have no choice. Watched her pack our entire life into her sedan. She was terrified. Kept asking me to come with her. I kept saying I couldn't. She left at 4 o'clock. I stood in our driveway watching her taillights disappear. Felt like the worst husband alive. Wyatt's situation was worse. His wife could barely fit behind the steering wheel. She was supposed to drive 12 hours to her parents' house in Louisiana, right into the hurricane's path. He begged our platoon sergeant for emergency leave. Got denied. Everyone's got family problems right now. You're not special. Curtis couldn't find anyone to take his family. His wife was sobbing on the phone trying to book hotel rooms. Everything within 200 miles was sold out. Finally found a shelter in Dallas accepting families. She loaded 3 screaming kids into their minivan and drove north on packed highways. The hurricane hit that night around 11. We were sitting in the barracks drinking coffee, listening to wind tear apart the base. My phone rang. My wife, hysterical. There's a tornado warning. I'm pulled over under an overpass. I'm so scared. I couldn't do anything. Just stayed on the phone with her for 2 hours while she sat in her car watching the storm. Wyatt's phone rang around midnight. His wife had pulled into a gas station, started having contractions. She was in labor, alone in the middle of a hurricane evacuation. He ran to the battalion headquarters, begged Major Vance for emergency leave. Sir, my wife is having our baby right now. She's alone at some gas station in the middle of nowhere. Vance looked annoyed. Call 911. They'll help her. You're staying here. Sir, please, she needs me. Denied. Return to your post. Wyatt lost it. Started screaming at the major. 2 sergeants had to physically restrain him. Curtis got a call around 2 in the morning. The shelter in Dallas was at capacity. His family got turned away. His wife was parked in a Walmart parking lot with 3 small children, nowhere to go. Meanwhile, we were sitting on base doing absolutely nothing. The equipment we were supposedly protecting was already secured. We were just there because someone decided soldiers don't get to evacuate with their families. The storm passed by morning. Damage wasn't even that bad. Few trees down, some roof damage, nothing catastrophic. Major Vance released us at noon. Good job, men. Mission accomplished. What mission? We sat in a building drinking coffee while our families faced a hurricane alone. I drove straight to Oklahoma. Found my wife at her sister's house. She wouldn't talk to me for 3 days. Wyatt's wife had their baby at a hospital in Austin. He met his daughter when she was already 18 hours old. Missed the entire birth because he was sitting in an empty barracks. Curtis's wife filed for divorce 2 months later. Said she couldn't trust him to be there when their family needed him most. The kicker came 6 weeks after the hurricane. Major Vance got orders to a cushy Pentagon assignment, his reward for outstanding leadership during crisis management. At his farewell ceremony, he actually bragged about how our unit maintained full operational readiness during the natural disaster. Never mentioned the families. Never acknowledged what he put everyone through. Just took credit for keeping soldiers at their posts. Wyatt transferred to a different unit immediately after. Couldn't stand looking at Vance anymore. Curtis got out of the army entirely. Takes care of his kids full-time now, trying to repair the relationship with his ex-wife. I stayed in, but something changed that night. Realized the Army's idea of mission first sometimes means families last. 10 years later, I'm a sergeant now. Whenever there's an emergency, I fight to get my soldiers home to their families. Had a commander try to pull the same thing during a wildfire evacuation last year. Wanted everyone to stay and guard equipment while families fled. I went directly to the base commander, explained what happened at Fort Hood, told him we'd have a mutiny if he tried that approach. He authorized immediate evacuation for all families with soldier escorts. We secured the base after everyone was safe. That's how you put mission first without abandoning the people who matter most.